Hi guys, and welcome to week 8 of our distance learning. The activity that we have for you today is going to be one that builds off of a previous activity, so I'm hoping you kept it. It was our overhead mapping of a room that we did. So I kept mine. Mine looks like this. And remember, we drew the room as if you were looking at it from the sky, an overhead view. And so you got to draw the big things in the room that you chose, whether you chose a bedroom or a living room or a dining room, it doesn't matter. So what I want you to do is find this if you can. If you can't find it, maybe you could choose a room and do a new drawing. It's okay. And then once you have that done, you're going to need a pencil, a pen, a crayon, something to write with. And we're going to go through an activity together using our map that we made. So I have my map. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a place to start in my room. So I think I'm going to put a little dot that I start near the door, and I'm going to make my first dot green because green means go, and it's a nice spot. So I'm going to put my green dot over here by the door. So you guys can see that. There's my green dot right up here. And now I'm going to choose somewhere to put my red dot. And so my red dot is going to be where I stop. So I need to put it far enough away from the green dot though, and maybe the other side of the room. Okay, so I'm going to put my red dot way over here. I'll make it nice and big so you guys can see it. My red dot's way over here. So my green dot is where I'm going to start, and my red dot's where I'm going to finish. Now, you have it on your map. Now I want you guys to go and put a toy or a book or something wherever you put your red dot. So you look at your map. On my map, my red dot is beside the fireplace and in between the chair. So I would go put something there. Then I'm going to walk over to the door where my start is, and I'm going to measure. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a couple of steps forward. I'm going to count my steps. 1, 2, 3. And at the third step, I'm going to stop and I'm going to turn. So here I'm going to write the number 3. Okay, so I'm going to write a 3 there because it was 3 steps. And then I'm going to turn. So I'm going to maybe turn this way, and I'm going to walk again, maybe until I almost hit the couch. And I'm going to write how many steps that took. And then down, and then steps across, and then steps down again. Once I have counted all of those steps, now this is where the fun is. So now you're going to ask somebody else in your house, or maybe you can do it by just closing your eyes, but it might be a little tricky because you have to remember everything. But find somebody in your house, mom, dad, brother, grandma, grandpa, somebody, and I want you to put them at the green dot, wherever your green dot is in yours, and I want you to give them instructions on how to get to, in my case, the red dot, or wherever the toy or the book or whatever you put out is. But the trick is they need to have their eyes closed. They can't cheat. So you need to say to them, okay, this is where you're starting. And then you can say, okay, I need you to take 3 steps forward. So they have to take 3 steps forward. And they're trusting you. Their eyes are closed. They're trusting you. Then you say turn, and they have to turn and make sure they turn the right way. If you need to tell them to keep turning, tell them to keep turning. And once they're ready, then you say, okay, you need to take, in my case, 4 steps. They take 4 more steps and then stop. So what you're doing is you're giving them directional and positional language, right? And their eyes are closed and they're trusting you. And you're mapping and measuring and counting out these things. It's really, really cool activity. And you can move your toy or your book or anywhere else in the room, and you can keep doing this activity different ways. Okay? All right, guys. Good luck with your mapping. And it's kind of like a treasure hunt, really. It's pretty cool. All right, so good luck with this activity, guys.